There's many different ways to incorporate text into your composition. Think about, first of all, what you want the text to say, whether it's just your name or the name of the person in the portrait, or it could be some sort of saying or a poem, song lyrics. So what are you going to repeat or use in your portraits if you're using text? There's a couple things to think about too when you're incorporating text. First of all, is it going to be in the background? Is it going to be in the foreground, on top of the portrait? How are you going to tie it in? This example on the left that I have in the video below incorporates text directly onto the portrait. And as I'm going through and adding the text to the face, I'm thinking about highlights and shadows. So I'm trying to use the text to help push highlights and shadows in the face. So I'm using larger text with a thin Sharpie in areas that I want to be lighter, such as the top of the forehead here. And then smaller areas of shadow and detail, I'm just repeating the text or using words that are smaller and overlapping a little bit more. The example on the right that's on the video below has the text in between the shapes right here. So think about the text adding leading line or incorporating just directly into that design or other techniques that you used. Here's an example of a text in the background. So maybe you're writing down song lyrics in the background and incorporating it somehow into the texture. This one on the left, same idea. They're using the text to help emphasize the highlights and shadows in the face. So on highlights such as the cheek here, the text is larger and then gets smaller and closer together in areas that are darker and have more detail. Consider doing collage with text. It could be interesting to rip out parts of a newspaper or magazine to spell out your words, or using bubble letters like this one on the right that's incorporated into the collage. So be creative. If you're doing a Photoshop technique, text could be incorporated and used and added in Photoshop. This one on the right, same thing, has the text in the background, which works as a nice texture. So be creative when you're working with text. There's a lot of different directions that you can go and take it.